I'm Yuki Gino. I work as assistant manager of a small Italian restaurant downtown.
I heard the part-timer already quit. Probably couldn't stand working with an incompetent assistant manager.
Well, it's right before graduation, so kids get busy and their schedules change. What can I say?
Come on, if they really wanted to continue, they could. You're not cut out to be a manager.
This is Osawa. She's the manager of the restaurant. She's the owner's daughter. She never fails to criticize me about every little detail that comes up. Well, yeah, I suppose I'm not that good with people, but I'm well aware that the other staff members make fun of me behind my back. Then one day during a staff meeting,
I heard the main restaurant is struggling to up its sales. Maybe it was a mistake to transfer you here to the main restaurant. You're only good at staring at sales data, not being out on the floor with customers. I mean, this is a customer service business. You're not very sociable. Not suitable, in my opinion.
Right. I'm sorry.
See what I mean? No energy whatsoever. Show a little spirit, man. You keep this up and we'll have you transferred to a restaurant way out in the country.
She just never seems to give up. Always the same attitude toward me. I was getting a little fed up with her harassment. Oh yeah, you really have the power to do that, huh? Well, I'd like to see you try.
Huh? You got nerve talking to me like that. Don't blame me when you do get booted.
I know she's the owner's daughter, but I figured she didn't have the authority to do such a thing, so... But... Huh? Seriously? The following day, I got a notice from the head office that I was being transferred to the Waido branch way out in the outskirts of the city. The restaurant was new, but their sales were abysmal. It was more of a burden to the company than anything else. I guess I shouldn't have mouthed off to her like I did. Should have just kept my damn mouth shut, for God's sake. I wasn't happy with this decision, so I went directly to the head office to try and make them reconsider. But... Yeah, well, I heard you arguing with Manager Osawa the other day, and I figured it wasn't a very positive environment for the customers, so I thought this would be best. And I heard that this administrative manager sucked up to the president to get his position. And I sorta got the vibe that these people were all in cahoots. Guess I have no other choice. Then on the day I was transferred to the new branch restaurant...
So, you're going to the Waido branch, huh? Man, what a perfect match! I could talk to my dad about you staying on.
No thanks, I'm good to go. I'd rather have a slow, leisurely time at Waido branch than have to work under this she-devil. And so I left the main restaurant and headed to the loser branch. Hello, I'm Yuki Gino. I start today. Pleased to meet you. Hello, I'm the manager, Mori. Just so you know, I only started here 6 months ago, so if there's anything you want to know, it's better that you ask the girls. They're way more knowledgeable.
Hi, I'm Mayu Ando. Kanae no here. Hi. And last but not least, Saya Uda here. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Yuki-chan.
Yuki-chan, huh? Yeah, I know. This place is sort of run by Ando. Yeah, right. I was a bit perplexed by the difference between this place and the main restaurant. And I watched how they all went about third work, but...
This one goes out to table 3. Yeah, you got it! Hold on a sec.
I don't know if it was just the lack of customers, but they didn't seem very enthusiastic about their job. But that said, they did manage to do the job efficiently. I did a little checking about this area and found that most people living around here like to routinely go to their regular restaurants. So as a new place around here, many are reluctant to try it. I suggested we do some outside sales, hand out pamphlets, balloons to kids, that kind of stuff, but...
You get to eat good Italian food for super cheap. What do you say? Come on in.
Huh? Yeah, right. Sounds like some rip-off joint if you ask me.
Rip-off? What the hell is wrong with you punks?
Huh? Sorry.
Hey, wait up! We got specials on desserts today!
Oh boy, that's not quite how to do it. Ms. Ando, that attitude toward potential customers isn't really helpful.
Yeah, right. Sorry. I'm always like this. I figured if I was energetic, it would attract customers, but I guess... I don't blame them. I mean, if I saw you standing out there ordering me in, I'd take off like a jackrabbit myself.
You can say that again. She's pretty, too. You don't expect that from someone like her.
Okay then, let's see you guys try. Yes, well, I'm back in the kitchen most of the time.
Yeah, and I like working the floor. You know that, Endo. You know, I can be pretty good with customer service.
Yeah, right. But those pizzas, I'm not so sure about those.
Seriously? I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah, I figured the kids would love it. Not sure of the adults, I suppose. We don't need you mucking up the pizza like some kindergarten project. Just stick to the company menu.
Yeah, right.
Well, I gotta say, there is passion, I admit, but no focus. Yeah, that's right. Maybe if I can get them to focus that energy, this restaurant just may have a chance. Thanks, everyone, for trying to come up with ways to improve sales. I really appreciate your spirit.
Yeah, well, you really believed in us from the get-go, Mori-san. By the time you retire, we'll make this place the top restaurant in the chain.
I'm looking forward to it, girls. Oh, Yuki, tell me, what is it that you're most skilled at? Yeah, well, to be honest, I'm way better at data analysis and charts. Stuff like that, rather than customer service. I was expecting him to tell me that an assistant manager of a restaurant should be focused on customers, not on sales data. Really? That's awesome! Okay, then let's have you put that skill to good use. Huh? Seriously? Yeah, well, I'm clueless when it comes to computers. I got all these questionnaires from customers the last manager collected. I didn't know what to do with them. Could I ask you to put all that data together? Sure thing, Mr. Mori. Back when the previous manager was here, they gave out free mini pizzas to customers that would answer their questionnaires. As a result, the responses were overwhelming. I began sorting out the data, and at the same time, I decided this would be a good time to restart this practice. Hey, how's it going? Actually, there aren't a lot of complaints, which is a relief. Oh yeah? Well, that's good news at least. But on the other hand, there aren't that many positive comments either. In order to increase customers, we have to make the place more appealing. Yeah, well, we have to do something about that. Did you check sales on each individual menu item? Yes, sir. The Waido branch doesn't have a lot of family guests, so sales of the large-size pizza choices aren't selling very well. Yeah, parents tend not to bring their kids here. Well, Ando and the girls aren't exactly helping much. Good workers, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean? Yeah, no doubt. But I know, Mr. Mori, the girls are very passionate about their work. I can see that. Sometimes they lose motivation, but I think that's because we're not showing results. I see. I think if we ask their opinion, and when that's implemented and it shows results, I bet that would motivate them, and we'll see positive results. I have to say, Yuki, you're very skilled at what you do. No, please, Mr. Mori. I haven't done a thing yet. I realize you're not suited for the service side of things, but as long as you show results doing what you do best, I'm good with that. I know your heart's in the right place, and you're passionate about your work. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Mr. Mori gave me the motivation to put more effort into making the place a success. Several days later, the head office put out the total sales for each of the branch restaurants. Doesn't look too good. We need to try harder. For the last 6 months, the Waido branch wasn't able to meet its sales goal, and there was talk of closing down this branch altogether. But I don't think the sales figure is so bad that we can't reach the goal. All we need is a little more boost. Yes, I feel the same way, Yuki. Let's give it another go and meet next quarter's sales goal. Yes, sir, let's do it. Mr. Mori and I were hyped to get started. But then, several days later, Yuki, I'm really sorry about this. We were just getting started and now this. Don't worry about it, Mr. Mori. I'm just glad you're okay. It seems Mr. Mori had fallen down the stairs and injured himself, fracturing his leg and arm. He wasn't able to move around much. The doctor said it would take at least 3 months for him to recover. So, now it was up to me to increase sales.
Boy, I was so worried.
I'm just so glad he's okay, but he'll be gone for 3 months? What do we do? We weren't able to meet sales goals last quarter, and now without Mr. Mori, we don't have a chance.
I was about to stand and say we have to succeed on behalf of Mr. Mori or some sort of pep talk. But then...
What's with you party poopers? How are we supposed to face Mr. Mori if this place goes under, for God's sake? We have to work our butts off on behalf of Mr. Mori.
Yeah, you're right. We have to protect this place until he gets back. Yeah, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
I knew these girls would know what to do. You're right, girls. Let's work together and do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
I put together all the data and statistics I had, and several days later, I gathered everyone and announced my intentions. First off, I have a lot of complaints from customers that the staff is a bit intimidating. So, let's focus on the customers and smile whenever we greet them.
Huh? Smile? I thought I was doing that all the time.
You're scary, as is Mayu. You were born like that. Beautiful and scary. Lethal.
Stop it, Kana. You're making me blush.
I didn't mean that as a compliment, by the way.
But there are some positive comments too, like the time one of you picked up a dropped fork without hesitation and replaced it swiftly, and that the unique decor inside the restaurant was interesting.
Yeah? So some people like it, huh? He said unique. Not sure that means good.
Anyway, let's continue to rely on these comments and try and change things when we can.
Okay, boss.
We decided to start with the basics, and surprisingly, it garnered some results. All 3 girls are very attractive, so a little smile goes a long way. After a while, we checked the comments, and many commented on the happy environment. And then...
Excuse me, Mr. Gino? What should I do about how I greet customers? What changes should I make?
Huh?
I just feel like there are more repeaters recently, so I was thinking, to get more customers to come here again. I was wondering if there was something more I could do.
Yeah, right. Well, your smile has improved quite a bit, so why don't we try fixing your posture?
Huh? Posture? What do you mean?
Well, when you stand straight and always stay conscious of your posture, people perceive you in a more positive light. I think it would be the quickest way to improve.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Me too. I need your advice too, Mr. Gino. About the decor. Until now, I've just been decorating according to my tastes, but maybe it would be better to use the proper store colors.
Yeah, well, you may be right there. Although the unique decor is popular with customers, but... Wait a sec. Why don't we use your tastes to our advantage and make it the Waido branch color and style? Sort of a brand.
Seriously? You'd let me do that?
But there are kids, so just don't overdo it.
I was wondering if the ingredients of the current menu items are adequate. What do you think?
Well, there aren't many complaints, but let's use better quality ingredients and up the portions a bit and see what kind of reaction we get. Yeah, all right, let's give it a go.
Man, our new assistant never outright turns our suggestions or ideas down. Yeah, he always accepts it and then gives us all kind of advice.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's what I like about Yuki-chan.
Yeah, right. You think so?
And another thing, I think the way you greet the customers isn't that bad, actually. Gotten way better, I think. But you should smile a bit more.
But you're way more laid back and calm than us. You give off a sort of content.
Yeah, thanks. I was never much of a social media kind of guy, but I decided to upload photos and info about our restaurant, menu items and such, just to see what kind of reaction we would get. I also did some old-fashioned advertising like leaflets to nearby stores or passersby in front of the train station. As a result, we had a gradual increase in customers.
Hey, what do you say we join that festival next month? Get more acquainted with the local community?
Yes, that sounds wonderful. How about we do a mini pizza stand? Those festivals don't do much Italian stuff, much less pizza. We can do the decor like for the shop. This one is at a local shrine, so maybe we could decorate it with some festival masks. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Hey, maybe we can dress up in some sort of costume too?
Yeah, that sure would be a blast.
Hey, Yuki-san, what about handing out coupons?
Yeah, we could do that, but...
I was thinking of handing out limited discount coupons. That would bring in a bunch of first-time customers.
Good idea. I'll call the head office and get their permission. As soon as it was decided that we would participate in the festival, we put all our effort into making it happen. We all started to exchange ideas and to work together toward a specific goal. We were working as a team now. Then, on the day of the festival...
Welcome! Come and get it! Delicious mini pizzas, piping hot!
You can also come in and order from our menu. We're handing out discount coupons too. Get them while they last.
Mom, I want one of those pizzas!
They look delicious. Can I have one for my son?
Sure thing, one hot cheese pizza coming up. The festival was a total success. Our sales shot up more than we had anticipated. But not only that, the positive reaction from the customers was overwhelming. Customers with the coupons returned the next day. Our restaurant had become a local sensation. And then... Welcome back, Mr. Mori. Thanks for making all this happen, everyone.
Yeah, well, when we first thought you were gonna be gone for 3 months, we were just like totally lost.
Just be careful from now on. We need you here, Mr. Mori. You're not young anymore.
Yeah, you're right about that. We were also grateful that Mr. Mori had returned. As for the shop, it became one of the most popular restaurants in the area. We were also able to surpass the sales goal and things were looking up. It was then that my former manager, Ms. Osawa, visited our restaurant.
Hey, Yuki! I want you to come back to the main restaurant. Please? We can't go on without you.
Huh? What do you mean?
After you got transferred, our sales started to drop month by month. We weren't even able to reach our sales goals this month.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
Didn't you hear me? I want you back in our restaurant. But you'd rather be at the main restaurant than being out here in the boondocks, right?
Those words almost set me off, and I was about to give her a piece of my mind, but someone spoke up before me.
What the hell are you talking about there, Missy?
Huh?
You think you can come in here and take our precious assistant manager from us? You got another thing coming, babe.
I didn't know what happened at the main restaurant, but you're the one that kicked him out and sent him here. We need Yuki-chan right here with us. No way we're giving him up so easily. Just so you know.
Thanks, girls.
This doesn't concern you people. You're just staffers.
They are no ordinary staffers. They are my friends and colleagues. And for your information, I have no intention of returning to the main restaurant.
Huh? But why not?
Is it because I hassled you? Are you still holding that against me?
Yeah, I really don't want to return to an environment where I'm pestered every time we meet. But it makes no difference anymore.
But to be honest, I always had a crush on you, Yuki.
Huh? Are you serious? That was all just out of frustration. I didn't mean any of it. So please come back. I want you back with me.
Sorry, but I'm gonna pass.
I'm the president's daughter. You refuse me and you'll get fired. Are you okay with that?
The fact that she mentioned that got me to thinking. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that.
Uh-huh, but...
I don't want to continue working at a place that treats its employees like that. I don't want to be pestered every day. If you want me to resign, I will.
That was not my intention. That's the Yuk-chan that I love. Man, that was super satisfying. Oh, you know what? I'm quitting too.
Ms. Ando, you really don't have to...
Yeah, me too. Chalk me up too. How about you, Mr. Mori?
Well, how can I work for a company that threatens its employees, right? Yeah, I'm with you all. Hey, y'all, you really don't need to do this.
Please no. You can't do that. It would be all my fault. I would have to take responsibility for all of you quitting. Can't have that.
But the fact is, we can't have someone like you taking our precious assistant manager from us. It's unacceptable. I will contact the head office and inform them of this situation.
Huh? But you can't do this.
That's it, I guess. Nothing more to talk about. Get lost.
Yeah, you're not welcome here, Missy. Good riddance. But...
With everyone's help, we were eventually able to get Osawa to leave. After that, we all got together and complained to the head office regarding her threats, and the way the administrative manager collaborated with her to oust me. The president heard about all this and demoted them both. It seemed that the president was not all that impressed with his daughter, after all. As for us, we received an apology from the head office and continued to work at the Waido branch. And over the years, the restaurant's reputation only got better.
Table 2, 1 order of Waido Monster Pizza.
You got it, coming up. Didn't figure size monster pizza would be such a big hit on social media.
So you put this in your sales planning, huh? Yes, sir. Man, I knew you had good instincts, Yuki. Thanks so much, Mr. Mori. After Mr. Mori retired, I took over as manager of the Waido branch, and Ando and the others are now full-time employees of the company. We plan to continue reading comments from our customers and consistently trying to improve our menu and offer the best service we can in the years ahead.
Boss, we have a complaint from Moria-san from Manga-Waido.
Again? What is he saying this time?
He says the minced meat cutlet we sent him was too thin.
Okay, I'll deal with it. You can get back to work.
Okay.
We didn't used to get complaints with their previous presidents. My name is Kenji Shimada. I am the CEO of Shimada Foods, which manufactures and sells croquettes and minced meat for industrial use. Manga-Waido is a made-to-order bento shop that we've been dealing with since my father's time, but I seem to clash with the second-generation president. I used to get along so well with the previous president. Mr. Kusakabe, the former president of Manga-Waido, treated me very well, even when I'd just out and taken over my father's position. Kenji-kun, that sample fried salmon you sent us was very good. I would like to include it in our autumn bento. Can I start ordering it from the beginning of next month? Of course. Thank you so much for deciding on it so quickly. Not at all. It's all down to the strengths of your company. That factory is very hygiene conscious, and more importantly, the food tastes great. I'm counting on you. Yes, I will do my best. But 2 years after that, Kasakubi-san had to retire due to medical reasons. Moriya, who succeeded Kasakubi-san, was the vice president and longtime employee of Manwa-Gozen. Unlike Kusakabe, who had devoted his whole life to the company, Moriya had an academic background and was more of an intellectual type. He often supported President Kusakabe behind the scenes and was not a man with a bad reputation, but... However, half a year after becoming the president, Moriya gradually started to nitpick about various things like late deliveries and the size of croquettes. We would reply saying we are meeting delivery deadlines as per the contract and are making them the specified size, to which he would say, "I don't think you can afford to lose a client, can you? You should watch what you say." He began to taunt us like this. But maybe he's irritable because he's only recently took on the position of president. I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt and not let it get to me. However, possibly emboldened by my stance, Moriya began to complain about our prices as well. 2,000 yen for 10 thin slices of this minced meat cutlet is too expensive. The cost of the raw ingredients has gone up, and this is the best we can do. I'm simply telling you to price it appropriately with the quality. This is why it's bad to have a young president like you. Thank you very much for your opinion. We will discuss it within our company. But even now, we're only just getting by. There was no way we could give in to Moriya's requests so easily. We have done our best to manage them, but all these complaints are starting to have a negative impact on our operations. I'm thinking about terminating our contract with Manwa-Gozen. I would like to hear what you all think.
I agree with you completely. Yes, there's no need to answer such ridiculous demands.
Having secured everyone's support, we began moving towards terminating their contract. But, right after that, news came in of the bankruptcy of another major client, which we've been considering as a new pillar for our business expansion. Looks like I'm going to have to postpone the termination of our contract with Manwa-Gozen. We convened another board meeting and decided to change our strategy by continuing our business with Manwa-Gozen until we found new contract partners with whom we could trade reliably and steadily. I went to my local drinking bar. Unless we are in debt to Manwa-Gozen, we can't carry on like this. I must find new clients. Just as I was worrying about such matters...
Hey, Kenji! Long time no see!
Togo?
So, how's the president business? Is it going well?
His name is Togo Amagi. He ran a handyman business in a nearby shopping district. There were rumors that he used to be Yakuza, but he was a good guy. Since getting to know him at this drinking place, we've become drinking buddies. To tell you the truth...
What's up? Are things not going well?
Yeah, the thing is, being a little drunk, I ended up telling Togo all about my problems with Moriya.
Moriya? Oh, that difficult second-generation president. I don't hear any good rumors about him. The shop owners of the vegetable store and processed food shop who supplies Manwa-Gozen were also complaining.
What were they saying?
That Moriya guy, he's always finding excuses to delay payments or hinting at suspending transactions at the simplest complaint.
So he's doing the same thing.
And the old men of the shopping district were complaining how the taste of the bentos have gone down, even though the prices have gone up.
I really don't know what he's thinking. Oh, it's truly exhausting. A few days after having this conversation with Togo, Moriya suddenly appeared at our company, and with him, one of our products, and said this to us.
Some of these croquettes were unshapenly. We can't sell this.
But they're the same product as we always send you, and plus, we conduct a visual check and a machine check, so the shapes should be roughly the same.
Do you understand? If I say they're unacceptable, then they're unacceptable. Obviously, I won't be paying for this.
No, you can't do that.
We're suffering from quality control issues as a result of your product. If you have no intention to do the right thing, we're going to have to terminate our contract with you.
I'm sorry. We shall conduct an investigation and I'll report back to you.
Huh? An internal investigation will be full of biases. I suggest you outsource this to an external agency.
This is what Moriya said before leaving the office. Fine. We're going to investigate this thoroughly. Following this incident, we conducted an internal investigation followed by an independent one. We found out that the sizes were as specified, and there was nothing wrong with the shapes of the product either.
We reported this to Moria in writing. The following day, Moria appeared at the office.
You might be satisfied with this product, but we are not.
By which you mean to say...
This product is not worth paying for.
So, are you saying you can't pay us?
Yes, that is what this would mean. Unless, of course, you make concessions in prices appropriate to the product's quality. We've conducted a workplace investigation on your company.
A workplace investigation?
Your employees are overworked, are they not?
No, not at all.
I have testimonials from a former part-time worker. The lights of your factory are clearly on late into the night, are they not?
So, it seems he found a new way of harassing us. If that's the game he wants to play, and that's the game he's going to get.
It goes without saying that we abide strictly by the laws and regulations. The reason why the lights are on late at night is simply because we have nighttime shift workers.
I don't know. I'm not sure how comfortable we are dealing with a company that has compliance issues. Unless, of course, you agree to rethink your pricing.
I see. So you're blackmailing us.
No. This is simply talk.
I see. Well, in that case, I also have something to share with you. We also conducted an investigation into your company.
What?
It has come to our attention that you've been asking other suppliers to lower their prices and refusing to pay them. Is that not true?
We have every right to do that. We're only doing that because the quality of products are not up to standard.
What about your demand for money as a show of good faith to avoid contract termination? Is this what you consider a legitimate right, despite it being a clear violation of subcontracting laws? We even have proof.
Proof? What proof?
I took out my voice recorder and played a clip of Moria threatening another subcontractor. I have a clear recording of a conversation where you demanded money saying, if you don't want the contract terminated, show some good faith.
What the hell is this? Who would do this?
Actually, I hired a certain investigation company to infiltrate your company.
An investigation company?
2 months ago, when I met Togo, I asked him to conduct an investigation on Manga-Waido. Togo, you also do detective work, right?
Yeah?
Then, do you mind looking into this for me? Whether we're the only ones suffering at the hands of Manga-Waido or whether the others are also having problems, I want to find out.
I don't mind, but aren't you taking things a little too far?
If we're the only ones having problems with them, then I don't mind admitting that we might be at fault. But if others are also having problems with them, it's a different story. I don't want to see Manga-Waido, which President Kusakabe spent his entire lifetime building up, become an aggressor.
Okay, I understand. I take on any job given to me. I am a handyman after all.
Togo infiltrated Manga-Waido as a delivery man. As a result of monitoring Moria's movements, he witnessed Moria secretly talking with the client company's president, and that's how we obtained the evidence. I've spoken with the president of a company you have business dealings with. I have his testimonial that he was threatened and forced to pay you money.
Enough with the false accusations. You've made all this up.
By coming to our company multiple times and observing my actions, it seems you were timing your monetary demands.
No, that's not true.
The point is, what you did was against the law. Any further decisions will be made by the Fair Trade Commission.
You intend to report us?
I already have.
What?
The croquettes you complained about were found to have no problems with them whatsoever. The investigation results I reported were obtained through the Fair Trade Commission.
No way.
I have also submitted proof that you threatened us to subcontractors. So, you have nowhere to hide.
You better be ready for what's coming your way. If we go bankrupt, then so will you.
No doubt it'll have effect on our operations. But you know what, Moria-san? I can no longer stand by and watch you ruin the company former President Kusakabe spent so much time building up. With regards to our dealings going forward, let's set a date and discuss it then. Please leave now. Manga-Waido was hit with heavy penalties. The repercussions from the sanctions spread swiftly across the industry, leading to a rapid decline in the company's reputation. Consequently, Manga-Waido's business partners began to distance themselves at an increasing rate. The evidence you collected really did help. Thank you so much.
No problem. I just did my job.
This is a success fee, and feel free to take home our mincemeat cutlet.
Thank you very much. I'll happily take it.
Just as we were having this discussion, a pale-faced Moria appeared at our office.
I'm sorry to come here with no appointment. I was wondering whether you could hear me out.
What do you want? We are no longer in business with you.
I apologize profusely for my past behavior. Please, would you consider doing business with us again? Please, I'm begging you, we need your help.
We don't want to end up in a similar situation as before, and therefore cannot conduct business with you anymore.
Why did you behave in that way in the first place?
I was frustrated at my predecessor's old school management style. I thought I could use my marketing skills I'd gained from having studied management at university to do things better. It seems that I overestimated myself. I thought I could take charge after the previous generation retired. But I ended up making a mess of things.
What a loser.
It seems you learned nothing about what President Kusakabe valued.
Shut up. You youngsters know nothing about business. I'm sorry. Forget I said that.
Seems he hasn't changed much. This seems pretty hopeless.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave, Moria-san. We have no intention of doing further transactions with you anymore. Moria protested. But when I coldly turned him down, he begrudgingly left. In the end, Manga-Waido went bankrupt. His employees managed to find employment elsewhere, thanks to recommendations from Kusakabe-san.
I'm sorry to have caused you all this trouble. I should have known better than putting someone like him in charge. This was my fault.
No. At the beginning, I also thought he was a decent person. But more importantly, I'm sorry for not being able to protect the company you built. And on top of that, relying on you so much thereafter.
What are you talking about? You have nothing to worry about. And after all the trouble I caused you, I'm glad I could be of some help.
Of course, we independently explored new business partners. But that alone wasn't sufficient. Thanks to Kusakabe-san's dedicated efforts, we secured a contract with another client, leading to a degree of stability. The reason why we're running as a business now is all thanks to Kusakabe-san. As for Moria, it seems he tried to find employment elsewhere, but no one in the industry wanted to hire him. After a while, he disappeared from town. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. Part of me feels sorry for him. He was never cut out to run Manga-Waido in the first place. I've learned from Moria's mistakes, and aim not to bask in the glory of my position, but rather to uphold sincere and ethical management practices.
I'm Shigeru Fukuda. I work as a wedding planner. I chose this job because I wanted to do a job that would make people happy and create excitement, which are common motivations. But the most important reason was an incident at my sister's wedding that I attended when I was in junior high school. My sister, who is 10 years older than me, is in a wheelchair. The ceremony itself was impressive, of course, and all the casual assistance from the people at the ceremony was wonderful. The venue had tables set up with wheelchair accessibility in mind. And because it took my sister longer than usual to change her clothes, there was more entertainment to keep the guests entertained. The venue had been designed with various considerations, including decorations not only for my sister, but also for her wheelchair. Sis, congratulations on your wedding! You're so beautiful and the wedding was so much fun!
Thanks. It's thanks to all the planners here who gave us a lot of thought and advice. Thank you all so much for such a wonderful wedding.
My sister, her husband, and both parents all thanked the wedding planner repeatedly. While I was still in middle school, I want to be the person behind the scenes of someone's big day! That's how I chose to work in this industry. After graduating college, I joined this company that made a great impression on me when I was job hunting. I was able to help many brides and grooms while learning from my seniors. We are involved in countless weddings, but for the bride and groom, it's a once-in-a-lifetime wedding. Please always remember your original intentions and help make the best wedding possible. President Yoshida has said this many times since I joined the company. These words were engraved in the hearts of all employees. And about 5 years of hard work with the words of the president I admired so much, I became #1 in sales for the first time. After that, I was always at the top of the list, and many of my customers started to ask for my services. That's amazing, Fukuda! You're #1 in sales this month too! It's thanks to all of you. I couldn't have done it alone. I hope that person learns from your humility. As he said that, his gaze fell on the president's daughter, Ai Yoshida. Well, she doesn't do her job at all, and it really irritates me. President Yoshida is a man of character who always expresses his gratitude and concern for his employees. Words like thank you and good job made us want to do my best again tomorrow. On the other hand, his daughter, Ai Yoshida, Yoshida-san, you made a mistake in ordering this from the wrong place. I called to correct it and reissued the order.
Huh, I see.
Oh, I see? Next time, be careful.
Why do I have to listen to you? Why don't you do it next time?
No, you're in charge of this, right? You finish it by yourself.
Shut up! You're really a condescending jerk.
It's been like this whole time. We're colleagues, but she's 1 year older than me. She worked for another company after graduating, but was fired after less than a year for not doing her job properly and rebelling against her boss. President Yoshida brought her into this company out of pity, but she still didn't do her job. The president says that she was spoiled by her mother to the point that she would go to any length, and we had seen the president bowing down to his daughter's blunders on several occasions. I can't believe such a daughter grew up from that president. Seriously, I'm starting to get scared of being a parent. Although she had an unfortunate personality, we all still love President Yoshida. However, no way. One day, the president suddenly passed away. His wife found him collapsed at home and rushed him to the emergency room, but he couldn't make it. It was a myocardial infarction. We employees were stunned by the suddenness of the incident. But one thing was clear. It is to produce the best wedding ceremony for our current clients. The president taught us to help them have the best wedding possible. This philosophy was ingrained in all of us. Of course, all of us were filled with sadness in our hearts, but we carried out beautiful ceremonies with the best smiles for our clients. Everyone manages to do their work, but the next question is who is going to take over the company?
Guys, we're in trouble.
What's wrong? No matter how much the executives who had been close to the former president opposed her, they were no match for the president's wife. Ai Yoshida, the daughter of the former president, became the second president. And as feared, the new president, Ai Yoshida, began to behave unruly. I tried my best to support the new president because I was the one who'd been consulted several times by the president about her daughter before his death, but she turned her attention to me, a former colleague, and started harassing me at every turn. One day...
Fukuda, you don't have to be in charge from today.
What? How come?
You're getting ahead of yourself just because you're doing well in sales, aren't you?
No, it's not that.
See? You argued right away. Listen, I'm the president now. If you don't do what I say, I'm gonna fire you right now, okay?
No. This is how I was removed from my last client. Most of the work I was given was outside work. Mowing the yard, cleaning the parking lot, and when it snowed, I shoveled snow outside the ceremony site in the parking lot. I also carried out deliveries and so on. Whenever other employees tried to help me...
Don't do that without permission, but do you want to be taken out of charge too?
And threatens us. This is unacceptable!
That's right. He can't do this all by himself. I wonder if you know who you're talking to. Don't you care about yourself?
It's okay. Thank you both. I'll be fine.
Look, he said so himself, so it's fine. Now get back to work.
That was definitely jealousy towards Fukuda, wasn't it? It's really a bummer. We can't get any work done at all. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused everyone. It's not something Fukuda should apologize for. Yeah, to be honest, I've had a few offers come in. But this company is steeped in memories of the previous president. I'm seriously considering it. I'm already looking for another place. I can't keep up with it this way. I guess it can't be helped that I let a dry laugh out of it. Everyone said what they wanted to say as if they were venting their daily frustrations. That made me feel a little better, but it still doesn't change the current situation with how she treats me. And the site is understaffed because several employees have already quit and I've been removed from the site. Yet the second president wouldn't fill the positions or put me back in charge, citing cost savings. I feel sorry for my colleagues, but if things continue like this, we'll be inconveniencing our customers too. Then one day, we can't keep the site running at this rate. Please replenish the workforce. I advise to the president in a fair and square manner.
Since when are you in a higher position than me?
This is not the time to talk about higher positions. You're hurting the operation of the company.
This company needs to save costs. It's a necessary pain, right? We'll get through with our integrity.
There's a limit to what we can do. If we don't do something, we'll go bankrupt.
Shut up. I've had enough of this. You're fired.
What?
I'm done talking. Back off.
Excuse me. I left the president's office with my shoulders slumped. But actually, right as planned. This company is done for. The current employees, including myself, have done all we can to repay our debt to former President Yoshida. I'm sure even the president will understand if we've gone this far. I had already been recruited by another wedding company that was close with the former president, so I made preparations to go there. The other employees are also looking for other places to work. The president and her mother are the only ones who don't know anything about it. Since the president was cunning, I always carried a voice recorder with me in case something happened, and I recorded most of the bad things she said. After that, I left the company and went to work for a rival company. After I left, the other employees joined in, and one by one, they left the company. Contractors and subcontractors were also pulling out in droves, and in no time at all, the site was no longer viable. And finally, Yoshida, who had no choice, contacted me to come back in a pretentious way.
Fukuda, you come back right now. You're still looking for a job, right?
No, I'm already working.
What? I didn't hear that.
Of course you didn't. I'm not obligated to report it.
What are you talking like that for?
I'm busy, so I'll go now. Well then,
Wait a second.
it's not my business anymore. After that, the senior managing director and the general manager, who were the longest-serving employees of the company, resigned, and the company went bankrupt less than a year after that woman became the president. Miss Yoshida was spending a lot of money on the executive's remuneration, but her income was cut off, and both her and her daughter went bankrupt. In contrast, the company I moved to had new clients, including referrals from my former clients, and sales were up. Then one day,
Fukuda, come on.
that mother and daughter came to my workplace together. I immediately rushed over to them and told them to leave because they were bothering our customers, but they wouldn't listen at all.
Fukuda is the reason I didn't get first place in sales and the company went under.
No, give me a break. You didn't do any work at all. You were always last, weren't you?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
She almost hit me, but the security guard took her down. What? I couldn't avoid Mrs. Yoshida, who for some reason rushed towards me, and I was knocked down on the spot. But it didn't hurt much because I was just taken by surprise. I said to them as the guards held them down shortly afterwards, "You see, Miss Yoshida, I was asked by former President Yoshida to support his daughter if something happened to him."
If that's the case, it's even more your fault. Take responsibility.
I told you repeatedly, but you wouldn't listen to me at all. Not only that, you kept making fun of me. Then I play an audio clip on my phone.
The truth is, Fukuda isn't good at his job at all. You're just taking my daddy's freebies, aren't you? You have no talent, so move your body. When you're done there, you can shove the parking lot next to you. You must have a lot of stupid customers to be #1 in sales. I envy you.
I will sue you for libel based on this evidence.
This is a lie. It's a fabrication.
Do you want to go to the judiciary to see if it's a fabrication or not? It was over long ago. The two were taken away by the police officers who arrived at the scene. The two were later charged with assault and so on, and I will be demanding compensation for defamation and wrongful dismissal. After all the fuss was over, I went to apologize to the president.
Well, that was something. I'd heard rumors about her, but I didn't think she was as out of character as they said.
I'm so sorry.
No, Fukuda-kun. It's not something you need to worry about. More importantly, are you alright? Are you hurt?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good. Because President Yoshida would be furious if anything happened to you.
What do you mean by that?
Actually, President Yoshida asked me to take care of you guys. I think my wife will force my daughter to be president when I'm gone. If that happens, I need you to take care of my employees. I can't have them all, but I'd love to have Fukuda-kun. He's a good salesman and very personable. Well, I'll ask other employees and people I know to help out, but still, is your daughter that bad? Yeah, it's my fault for neglecting my family for work, but I left my wife in charge of the house, and she spoiled her so much that it's gotten out of hand. I'm the president of a wedding company, and I'm totally ashamed of myself. Well, that's your fault. You're gonna have to join and wipe your own ass. That's the plan. Well, that's if I suddenly disappear. I'll take Fukuda-kun now if you want. That's no good. Fukuda's my treasured child. I won't let you have him.
That happened.
Yoshida, especially after he turned 55, cared about you like a real son. He was always worried about the other employees.
I see.
Maybe he knew this would happen to him.
Thank you for telling me. I was really happy to meet and work with President Yoshida too.
Yoshida was blessed with good employees. I'm looking forward to your work.
Yes! Congratulations on your marriage today. It was a nice ceremony.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks to Fukuda-san, we had a very nice wedding. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for today too. Please accept my best wishes for a long and happy life.
Yes!
Following President Yoshida's legacy, we're helping our customers celebrate their special occasions every day. President, I'll do my best in this company too. Towards the warm sun that reminded me of President Yoshida, I vow to do my best in this company as well.
I'm Yuya Watanabe. As you can see, I'm sort of a nerdy junior high school student. Hey, Watanabe. Looking forward to a long and fruitful day, buddy. Yeah. Right. He's my classmate, Shinro. He was harassing me with his cohorts last year. I didn't expect him to be in the same class again. And just as I thought... Oh, crap! My ice cream man! What the hell are you gonna do about it, buddy? But you ran into me! Then suddenly, out of nowhere, this guy walked by. It was the second-year student leader, Fuji. Oh, hey, Mr. Fuji, sir. Good morning, sir.
Shinro, was it? Picking on weaker kids, is that it?
Nah, we're just talking. That's all.
You should be a little more respectful of the younger crowd. They aren't gonna follow you. Gotta earn their respect.
Is this guy really in junior high? I was sort of dumbfounded by how intimidating he was. Even Shinro was getting panicky. Yeah, well, he sort of just ran into me by accident.
Yeah? Is that so? Hey kid,
Yes, sir?
do something about that uniform. Wash it off in the bathroom or something, buddy.
Yes, sir! Thanks to Mr. Fuji, I escaped Shinro's bullying. Mr. Fuji looks intimidating, but he's actually a nice guy. The next day, I saw Mr. Fuji and went to thank him for the previous day. I want to thank you for the other day, Mr. Fuji.
What? What are you talking about, kid? You got it all screwed up. What I wanted to say was I don't have time for weaklings like you. Get the hell away from me.
Huh? Yeah, right. Sorry. I thought he came to my rescue, but I guess I was wrong. I just sighed and returned to my class. And as expected, Shinro started up his bullying. Every day was just miserable. And then, after about a month, one day, a new transfer student came to our class. The guy was obviously some delinquent, and I just cringed. A new student can only mean one thing. Yep, that's right. The only desk open was the one right behind me. Just my luck. I was so nervous, I started sweating like crazy.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, sir?
Hey, man. You're sweating like crazy, man. You sure you're okay? You sick or something?
Huh? No, I was...
I'm serious, man. Are you okay? Maybe you should see the nurse.
No, really, I'm fine. I'm sorry to upset you.
Huh? You don't need to apologize.
Please, don't mind me. I'm just naturally sweaty is all.
Oh, yeah? Well, okay. If you're feeling sick or something, you let me know, man.
Sogo just smiled and looked my way. He didn't seem angry or anything. He looked at me like he would anybody else, not judging me at all. After that, he started talking to me during the break. I don't know, but maybe he took a liking to me for some reason. And then after class...
Hey, man. Are you busy after school?
No, not really. Got nothing to do today.
Yeah? Then can I visit your house?
Huh? My house?
Hey, back so soon? How was school? Who's your friend?
He's...
I'm Toma Sogo. I just got transferred to the school, and Yuya was really nice to me, so he invited me over. Sorry to visit unannounced like this.
Oh, really? Well, you're very polite. I hope you and Yuya become friends.
Yes, I look forward to it.
I hope soft drink is okay.
You really shouldn't bother, but thanks so much. Man, your mom is super nice.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I brought a friend home. I mean, a classmate.
Don't be like that, man. I'm okay being your friend. At least, I think you're my friend.
Oh, yeah, right. If you're okay with it, we can be friends.
You're being super weird, man. Okay, then now that we're friends, you can call me Toma. And if you say sorry or excuse me again, I'll slap you silly. Got it?
Yes, okay. Sorry. Holy Christ, what was that for?
I said no more saying sorry. Now you slap me.
Huh? Wait, I don't know what you mean by all this.
Well, we have to get rid of your hesitancy. This is the best way to give you confidence.
We really don't have to do this.
I said slap me. Just do it for Christ's sake. I don't want to be the only one slapping you.
No way. I can't do this. You're crazy. He would not listen, so I screwed up the courage and tapped him lightly on the cheek.
Okay, I guess that will do. If you use sorry or excuse me or you take any chicken shit attitude, I slap you. Got that?
Yeah, okay, got it. My first friend. But that guy Shinro keeps harassing me, like on a daily basis. He didn't even notice me today, but I don't know what he'll do tomorrow. I really don't want to get him involved, but I thought long and hard about it, and in the end, I decided to tell Toma all about my predicament. I was kind of shocked how Toma reacted.
That pisses me off. Let's get back at the guy.
Huh? Wait! We really don't have to do anything! Let's just let it go!
You just let it go, and it'll just continue. Is that what you want?
No. I just wish it would end.
Then we have to end this right here and now. Can't let it drag on forever.
But won't it make things worse?
But then again, it may make things better. Besides, my friend is in trouble. I can't just look the other way.
Tears started to well up after hearing him say that. The next day, as I headed to school, elated that I now had a new friend. Oh crap, the guy's already here! Shinro and his cohorts were usually late, but for some reason, they arrived early. Hey ya, Watanabe. Been waiting for you, buddy. I'm craving some ice cream. Go out and buy some. 10 of them if you don't mind. But classes... Just get your ass moving, buddy. As I cheerlessly headed towards the store, I ran into Toma as he was headed to school. He asked me where I was going, so I explained the situation to him.
Seriously? This is our chance, man. Let's get our revenge.
And then...
Hey, man. You're Shinro, right? Brought you some ice cream, buddy.
Huh? Sogo? What the hell are you doing here?
I spent my hard-earned cash on this. You know what? You really should pay for your own stuff.
Huh? Seriously, dude? Yeah, Toma bought it with his money, so make sure you finish every last bit.
You little punk! Who do you think you're talking to? I do as I want! Oh yeah? I'm hearing this right? You're not gonna eat all the ice cream that I paid for? You know what that means, right?
What are you gonna do, Mr. Shinro? It's gonna melt if you don't decide.
I was only... Seriously, dude? You made me buy this crap for nothing? Sent us out on a useless errand, is that it?
Shinro was shaking in his boots. I felt a sense of satisfaction seeing him like that, to be honest.
Man, did you see the expression on Shinro's face?
Man, I didn't figure those guys would eat all 10 ice cream bars.
Yeah, I heard he was in the toilet all afternoon.
Yeah, but maybe we overdid it a bit.
I don't know about that. If you consider all the times he harassed you, it totally makes up for it. Don't worry about it.
After that, my student life brightened up. No further incidents occurred. But as I was the only one who benefited, apparently, a lot of the classmates looked at Toma as a troublemaker and a bit too cheeky for a new transfer student. Every time I saw him, he looked like he was just in a fight. I found myself carrying a first aid kit with me to school to tend to his wounds, but I felt a sense of despair because that was about all I could do. Hey, maybe you should touch up these bruises on your face. Cover them up, you know?
No way. It's like I'm ashamed. I'd feel like a loser.
But his defiance had its price. His injuries just seemed to increase. I had to do something for Toma. He fought for me. I have to fight for him. Then I thought about Mr. Fuji. Maybe if I somehow get Mr. Fuji's help, I may be able to stop this punishment he's getting. I was scared out of my wits, but I mustered up my courage and went to pay him a visit.
Huh? You again? You're that first-year kid from the other day. What the hell do you want?
I'm here because I want you to put a stop to the backlash that he's getting. It's all because of me.
What the hell are you even talking about, kid?
I think I just wet my pants! But I managed to keep cool and explain the situation and how Toma was getting persecuted by the other classmates.
And so, why come to me, huh? That doesn't concern me.
Well, to be honest, Toma's my very first real friend, and seeing a friend suffer, I just couldn't stand by and ignore it. And I was about to give up.
Hey, kid. I pegged you all wrong. You got guts, kid.
Yeah? Okay.
So tell Toma that I want to see him, and to come to the lot behind the gym after school. Got that?
I figured Fuji had something planned, so I returned to class and told Toma about what had occurred.
Yeah, okay. I'll be there. But Yuya, you really didn't have to go out of your way, you know.
But I had to do something! I couldn't just sit by and see you get beat up!
You really like me, don't you?
This is no laughing matter, Toma!
Relax!
After school, I was a bundle of nerves, so I stood nervously inside the gym, waiting to see how things turned out. Then after a while, I saw Toma and Fuji walking towards me from the back of the gym. It looked like the both of them got a beating. Oh my god! Are you guys alright?
Yeah, no problem, man. We just had a friendly brawl is all.
But you didn't have to brawl! I mean, jeez!
Well, maybe because we're tough guys. I didn't know. It's the best way to get to know a guy.
I really can't understand the way you guys think.
I gotta say, you guys are good guys, and you respect your friends. That's what I like to see.
Apparently, Fuji had no idea that Toma was getting the treatment he was getting. He promised that he would talk to the other kids and warn them never to lay a hand on Toma or me again. Well, this news spread throughout the school, and almost immediately, all harassment towards us stopped. I really didn't realize the power you had over everyone, sir.
Well, if you want to be a real man, you have to have confidence. And besides, I'm a good fighter. What can I say? Not sure about that, Fuji. Your school ain't so good. Don't bring that up, Toma.
After that incident, we both became good friends with Fuji-san, and that relationship continued unabated. A lot of things happened since then. For example, Toma and Fuji were the strongest kids in school, and because I was friendly with them, I was labeled as one of the bad boys of the school. There was another incident where they were involved with some gang fight, and I had to negotiate with the cops that arrived on the scene. There was a lot of stuff like this, like something out of a comic book. And another thing is, Toma stopped at my house on a daily basis and had dinner at our place, eventually learning how to cook for my mom. By the time he got into high school, he started making me a delicious lunchbox every day. All throughout school, there were scary times and there were fun times, but everything that happened was somehow memorable. Our close relationship continued for years, and after about 10 or 12 years, the day of Toma's wedding had arrived.
Hey, Yuya! What's up, man? Man, your wife's as beautiful as ever.
Thanks so much, Toma.
Yep, that's right. I got married too some time back. While in high school, Toma introduced me to her, and I fell in love on the spot. As you can probably imagine, I wasn't very confident about dating her, but Toma and Fuji helped me to regain my self-esteem, and even advised me on how to act and dress. As a result, she fell for me too, and we dated ever since. And 2 years ago, we finally tied the knot. In other words, Toma and Fuji played the part of my Cupid, I suppose.
Hey, Yuya, don't be nervous. You got this.
Yeah, right. I got this. Back when I got married, Toma handled all MC duties, so when he asked me, I immediately accepted. I practiced my speech countless times the past week or so, and finally, the day arrived. I actually think I did pretty well. But knowing Toma, he never likes anything bland and boring. Okay, and now let's...
Hold on a sec! I got a huge surprise for my best friend!
Huh? Wait, pardon me?
I was going to give you this letter when you got married, but I forgot all about it because I was so excited for you. So please, let me read it today. Let's go back to that day 2 years ago, shall we?
In the letter, he mentioned his life at home when growing up, and his friendship with me. He said how he was transferred to the school because of his parents' divorce, the dismal life he was living, but after meeting me and my mom inviting him to dinner every night, and how my mom taught him how to cook, and how he was able to cook wonderful meals for his father.
I think it was because of Yuya's mom that I was finally able to win over my bride's respect and love. I sincerely appreciate your friendship, Yuya.
This is supposed to be his wedding. I should be praising him. I suddenly remembered how he was concerned about when I was shaking and sweating with fear. That time he slapped me, and I was obliged to slap him back. That time I went to visit Fuji-san for help.
I never told you this, Yuya, but when you went to visit that scary Fuji-san on my behalf, man, I was overjoyed as hell. You're not a fighter, but you're a kind and considerate guy. I'm just so glad that I have such a close friend.
Man, you're making me cry, buddy.
What are you talking about? I should be thanking you.
And so, with this happy conclusion, Toma's wedding concluded. About our kids going to school together, that dream may come true sooner than later. We're both expecting babies this year. I can't wait for our kids to grow up together and for me and Toma to attend the various school events together. Looking forward to bringing our kids together, buddy.
You bet, man. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Fate brought us together. Our friendship will never be broken. I'm positive of it.